start?
I guess so.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay.
All right. Hi, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Leah.
And I'm Megan. And this is BiblioBites. And today we're making some avocado toast. And we have lots of different things to tell you. We're going to make a couple different ones.
Yeah. Kind of just show you some different variety. Today we're using as our inspiration this one called On Toast, and then this one called Posh Toast. So we're kind of taking, I think we're mostly using this, is it this one? This one. But we're kind of taking some ideas from both. So.
Yeah. So you can check out either of these cookbooks here. And yeah, so we're going to start with just kind of a basic avocado toast recipe. And so what you need is toast. So we're going to talk a little bit about different kinds of bread you can use.
And these books are pretty cool too. The On Toast one talks about a lot of different stuff just that you can put on toast. And we'll kind of go into depth a little bit more about that one. The Posh one has some more ideas. It talks a little bit more detailed about breads and the different kinds right here in the beginning. Yeah, so it kind of goes over all kinds of different breads that you can use and like kind of the differences between them and kind of what options there are. So that's pretty cool.
And which type of bread goes good with what topping. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of really helpful advice in the cookbooks.
Yeah. And this one, we kind of took our inspiration from one of this first ones here, which is just like Megan said, a basic. Let's see if I can find it. I didn't bookmark it.
There
we go. So it's just kind of going to be a basic kind of avocado toast, a generic one kind of. And we'll talk a little bit more about what it is. But basically, we're just going to mash up the avocado. And we have a seasoning that we'll also talk more about that we're going to put on it as well. So,
yeah. So we picked 3 different breads, and we're going to show you each recipe with a different bread. And so we got like a sourdough, a multigrain, and then we got a fun everything bagel for our breakfast one. So which one are we using for our regular avocado toast, Leah? Multigrain?
That one maybe, yeah.
Okay, so we'll get that out and we'll start toasting. And we just have a toaster here, but you could use a toaster oven if that's what you have. Anything that's easy for you.
Should we just do one slice? Is
Yeah, I guess just do one.
Okay. And this will toast at your liking. So if you like a 4, go 4. But I'm probably going to do this just at medium temperature.
Yeah, so if you want it to be really crispy or more brown, or you want it to be lighter, that's however you like it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And then the other ingredient we need is avocado.
Wow, who knew?
We want to talk a little bit about avocados. If they're a more brown color like this, it means they're more ripe and ready to eat right now. Mm-hmm. But if they're more green, it means they need a little bit longer to ripen, so you can put them on your counter, right?
Yeah. If you put them in the fridge, that a lot of times will stop the ripening process. So you want to leave them out so that they can get more ripe. And if they are also softer, the softer they are, the riper they are. So if you've got one that's kind of squishy, that usually means it's ready to go.
But not too squishy.
Not too squishy.
Just a little bit of an imprint, but not. If the whole thing squishes, don't buy that one.
Yeah. If you grab it and it's all mush, don't
but you also don't want them to be super hard, because that means that they're not ready to eat yet. And you can buy those, you just have to wait. So
yeah.
We also have a couple techniques about how to cut them.
One more thing real quick about buying them. If you know that you're not going to use them right away, it's maybe a good idea to grab the green ones, because then you know they're going to sit on your counter for a few days, get ripe, and then you'll be able to see when they're ready, because they'll get more brown.
Mm-hmm. So the way that I cut them is I usually just go all the way around, and these do have pits in them, so I just cut all the way around until I meet the other end, and then you can just kind of twist it open. These are really nice avocados, and this side's ready to go, but Leah, what do we do with this side?
How do we get this out? It's a struggle. One of the easiest ways to do is you can just take your knife and you smack it and then give it a little twist, and it comes right out. You have to be careful doing this, obviously, because you can easily, if you slip or you don't want any accidents. So be careful doing that, especially if your knives are really sharp.
That's not something you have your kids help you do. So, and then I usually just like slice it right in here, and then I can put it in the bowl, and we're gonna mash it a little more. So, I just sliced it right there, and then I'm gonna put it in the bowl. And I think about half an avocado is probably good for like a single like serving of toast. Unless you want it to have a lot of avocado, then you could do the whole thing, or you could do less if you are already putting a lot of toppings on there. But half, I think, is a pretty good amount. Okay, and you can also use your spoon if you need to scoop out some of the extra.
And you just see that, and it comes right out. The spoon is nice, and you can even do that starting off, and that helps it kind of come out, but kind of just, and then you got a nice clean avocado.
Yeah, and then you can honestly just put that straight on your toast if you want to, but we're gonna mash it up a little bit and add some seasonings to it, and that kind of makes it more of like a spread, more of a topping to put on there.
So for the spice that we're using, this has a recipe in here, but basically what it is is it called everything on a bagel?
Everything but the bagel seasoning.
So basically it's just a mix of sesame seeds, garlic, onion powder, salt. This calls for poppy seeds. We chose not to use that today, but in a normal one you probably would have that, and you can go either way on that.
And you can buy everything but the bagel seasonings already mixed up. I have one like that, so I brought it to show you. But we made our own, and it's all of the same ingredients. So you can make it yourself, or you can buy it, whatever you prefer. So we just mashed up our avocado, and we have our toast.
And then you can
Very
just
simple.
put it right on.
Yeah. And if you want to add like butter or anything, you can, but avocado does kind of act as a fat. And it is a healthier fat, so you don't need to put any butter, but if you want to, it's your food. So feel free.
Eat it how you like it. Okay. So then you're just gonna do that, and then we'll add our spice on it. And for this one, we'll make sure it gets nice and mixed up. And then I don't want to do too much, so I'm going to grab it with my hands here, and we'll just sprinkle that right on.
Better than a plate. You can have your friends hold the food for you.
And a lot of times, unless you have dietary needs that restrict it, avocados sometimes are better with salts. And so the garlic salt and the onion powder, whatever, well, there's sea salt in here too, right?
The sea salt.
Will kind of act as that. So don't be afraid to be generous. You don't want to go too much. You can always add more if you need it. But ta-da!
Yeah, so this is our first most basic avocado toast.
Now we're going to get a little bit fancier.
Ooh. What are we going to do?
Which one do you want to do?
I think we should do our breakfast
I think we should. So this one, we are going to do the same thing with our avocado. So we'll just go ahead and get this into our bowl.
And I got these really cool bagel thins. So if you need less bread in your diet, you can use these. If you want more bread in your diet, then you can use regular bagels. But these are kind of nice because they're thin. You still get a bagel, but it's not too much. So we'll get that out. And then, so we wanted to show you the really basic avocado toast, but we also want to show you that you can pretty much put whatever you want on it. So for this one, we are making it more breakfasty. We're gonna make a little scramble. We're gonna use eggs and some tomatoes and spinach, and we're gonna kind of scramble that up and put it with our avocado. So, and you can make the eggs any way you want. If you like poached eggs, you could make kind of a Benedict and put a poached egg on there, make a hollandaise sauce. You could add bacon. You can add a sunny side up egg, anything that you like. The possibilities are pretty endless.
They are.
So
I've done Benedict ones before, and they're really yummy. I really enjoy that.
another good thing about the thin bagels is that they fit really well in the toaster, because sometimes I've had toasters where the bagel was too big and you gotta kind of smush it in there. So
Okay, I think we're probably ready to do our egg.
okay.
Just put
And we want to emphasize that we're going to use avocado oil today because of our avocado toast. So we're going to be cooking with that.
It's just really hot, sorry.
That's
All
it.
right, so I'm just going to do a drizzle of the oil so our eggs don't stick. Leave that. Kind of make sure it's all over. These are really hot, so I hope this doesn't burn too much. We'll see.
Our hot plate's very hot.
It's very hot.
And then we just have spinach in a
Are
bag
you
here.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo! And the spinach does wilt, so we're just going to put a little bit to start, but we'll probably add a little more. And then we also have little tomatoes. So we just got little grape tomatoes, and I'm going to cut them in half, and we're going to throw a couple of those in there as well. I do want to emphasize that we washed all of our vegetables before we started, so make sure you don't miss that step, but we did do that, so don't worry. And this seasoning blend that we made is kind of just an all-over seasoning that you can use for anything, so we're just going to use that in all of the recipes today. So if you want to season your eggs, season your stir fry, we're going to use a little of that seasoning as well.
And that'll add your salt and, you know, your nice flavor for that one.
Okay. So here's a few tomatoes.
Awesome,
I don't want to go
thank
too
you.
crazy because this is kind of just one serving. So
That's probably good.
I just put a handful of them. And our toast is ready. So I'm going to start spreading the avocado on there, and then when our eggs are ready, we'll add that as well. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us.
One question we wanted to ask you was if you have avocado hacks for getting the pits out. Do you guys have any other options that maybe you guys use or do? Same way?
Same way.
Okay. Nice.
What about you, ma'am? Do you have a way that you do it?
Why, yes, I do from the peanut gallery.
Do share.
As long as it's soft enough, you can flip it over and you just pop it out from the back. It works. It's a miracle. I saw it.
It's a miracle.
It works. Then you might have to do it with a knife, but, or I might think it'll get a little
And they do have some special tools that I've seen that help with like cutting it, and like the end is like sharp so that you can pierce.
pretty slice.
Yeah,
It'll be like
yeah.
a knife on one end of it so you can cut it, and then the other end has like almost like that with lines in it, so when you scoop it out, it slices it.
They don't work?
Oh, good to know. I don't have one, so I wouldn't know.
Sounds like a really neat idea.
No.
Not?
Okay.
Good to know.
Good tips from everyone.
Oh no. All right. I
We
think
know
we're
from
good
personal
here.
experience.
Okay, so I'm gonna
put it on here so
that's
that you
probably
don't
better.
put
So this
hot
is just
eggs
a
on
little
my
scramble. It's mostly for our online guests. This is our it's mostly kind of the veggies, but that's okay. It has the egg in it still. So we're just gonna scoop it on there. Whoop. Whoop. Do your best. Hopefully you have a fork and a knife to eat this one with.
Yeah, it's a little messy, but that's okay. Avocado toast can be for a snack, it can be for breakfast, for brunch, for a meal, so anything that you like. And then we're gonna top it with our seasoning blend. And that's our breakfast version of avocado toast. And like I said, you can pretty much make it however you want. If you want to add mushrooms, you want to add broccoli, anything that you would do to like an omelet, you could do
pretty much do
here.
Yeah.
So number 2. Now,
Now for our third one, we have a fun one. This is going to be a recipe that we found in here as well. And let's see, I'm going to have to find it. I can't believe I didn't bookmark
I know,
these.
we
I
should've put
always
bookmarks.
bookmark them.
this one we're using sourdough bread, so I'm going to start putting that in the toaster to get all toasty. And we are, of course, adding avocado, but we have some specialty things that we're going to add to make this kind of more of a lunch special for you.
This one of the ingredients is zucchini. I'll just show you. This is our picture. So this is what it will be. If I can ever find the recipe. Let me look it up.
And we're going to add zucchini ribbons to it. So we thought that was a fun kind of twist.
Yeah. And how we're going to do that is we're going to use our
Potato
peeler, and we're going to use that to make real thin slices. What was it called? That fun name? We have to tell them about that too.
COU. So these cookbooks are British cookbooks, some of them, and in like France and the UK, they call zucchini courgettes. And so we were really confused because we were trying to find this recipe and look in the index, and they didn't have any zucchini.
It's not. I just saw the picture in the other one. Help me find it. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
So if you hear courgette, that means zucchini.
That's what it is.
There it is. Smashed
There we
avocado,
go.
67.
Well, our avocado is going to be the same. We're going to mix in the avocado. I think we're going to cube it this time.
Right here.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah, we're going to have the avocado and add cubes. No, you're fine. And we're also going to add some fresh herbs to this one. And it said that you can use just about any herb that you like. You can use mint, coriander, cilantro, parsley, but we went with cilantro, so we have some of that we're gonna add. And so this is a really fresh avocado toast with our zucchini and then our cilantro. So lots of greens are
let's try it.
being used. Oh, we're
Pop
gonna
it
try
this
the
way?
pop method. Oh!
Ah, there we go.
Pretty good.
Pressure that it was.
No, it was
These are
great.
nice and soft. No worries.
Yeah. And so we said we were going to dice this one.
Yes.
And, you can do it however you want, whatever texture you like. If you like it smashed, you can do that. If you want more cubes of avocado, slices of avocado, there's really no way to go wrong. And we didn't know this before looking it up, but we learned where avocado toast originates from.
Does anybody here happen to know?
You might be
It's a
surprised.
trick question. No?
Any guesses?
No. It's Australia.
And it was almost 26 years ago when the first avocado toast was created by this chef in Australia, and he put it on the menu, and
Yeah.
it's become a worldwide phenomenon. So
So as you can see, our zucchini slices are real thin, and we're just doing that from the potato peeler. There's also, I know we've talked about it before, there's lots of different tools that you can use for this kind of stuff. You could probably do them and make them like noodles, like the zucchini noodles. You could do it that way. They have like a device, I think it's called an alligator, where you like put it in and then it like slices it. And that's always a good option for something like this too. That would make them real thin. But this works if you don't have anything else. I don't know how many we need.
I don't know. As
We're
many
just
as
gonna
we
guess.
want. And they do make it look very pretty, so we're gonna try to do that, but keep in mind this is a professional cookbook. So they have the nice ribbons on there, but I don't think you can really go wrong. I think if you just put them on there,
I think that's good.
it will look cute.
Let's try
so
that.
we'll try. You get to see
And
our process
then
in the
our
moment.
lemon. Excuse me. So this calls, I think, for zest and the juice. So this is just a fun little zester we have here. And it just kind of makes these little curls. And so we'll just...
But you can use like a grater if you don't have a specific zester.
Yeah, I had to do that the other night. Just like on a cheese grater, there's like, if you use the smallest one and you can grate it that way. I have a zester that kind of does it more efficiently, but the grater works if that's all you've got.
And I have this lemon pepper seasoning, and I thought that would taste really good on this with all the lemon. So I'm probably going to sprinkle a little of that on top too.
Hopefully it's not.
Even though it's not our authorized seasoning blend that we are using, but you could probably put both.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And you could even use the one, like she said, you can use that, no problem. But this is just kind of to mix it up a little bit.
We have to be fun. And then I feel weird about not having cheese on these things because I love cheese. And so I don't think it's on this recipe. But in that cookbook, on the front cover, they have a similar recipe where it has the zucchini ribbons and the avocado, and they do have cheese. And I just happen to have feta cheese.
Yay.
So I brought some to put on top, but you can use any cheese you like. I think like mozzarella or ricotta would taste good. You could
Or the-
sprinkle
I forget the name. It's the like that Mexican cheese that's very similar to this.
like
Is it-
queso fresco. Is that what you mean?
I think so. Yeah. That's the white one, right? That looks
Who
like feta?
knows?
Stephanie, you know? I forget what the name of it.
Oh,
Yes, that
cojita.
one.
Okay,
that
okay.
One. That would work really good on it too, I think.
Yeah,
'cause
that
it's
would be good.
similar to a feta, but not as
Yeah.
intense.
Okay, so I just put that on top. I don't really want to move it. I don't want to mess it up.
No, I think that's fine.
And then the lemon.
We'll just take the lemon and make sure we don't have, any seeds, and we'll just do that on top. And if you want to, you could put the veggies in a bowl, mix them up first, or you can just do it this way and kind of easier, less dishes maybe, unless you've already used your bowl. But
And don't think that you can't use like proteins, like meats
Yeah.
in this, because all of these don't have meat, but you can use bacon on more of the breakfasty ones. You could really use anything you want.
you could do like the prosciutto or ham, salamis. You could do anything like that.
Even like chopped chicken, I think would taste good. So
You could even probably do like a ground turkey. That might be good with either the breakfast or even something like that. You could mix
that's
it in.
true in the
And that
scramble.
would be
Yeah.
That
So
would be a good-
lots of endless possibilities.
Yeah.
And it's relatively healthy because avocado, like we said, is a healthy fat, and we used our multigrain bread.
Yes.
Not added salt. So yeah, you can make it whatever you like, but you can make it kind of healthy if that's what you're interested in.
Yeah.
So
Is there any questions so far? Okay.
now, our captive audience.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we could show the camera these
Oh,
ones,
okay.
if they can see for our online viewers. So this is our option 1, just a simple avocado. This is our breakfast with the scramble, and our more lunchy one with the zucchini.
So that's pretty much all of the basics of making avocado toast.
Yeah.
And does anybody have any other favorites they would like to share? What do you like with your avocado toast?
I know.
Smoked salmon.
Oh, salmon. Yes, that would be really good.
Toast Geo's makes a killer.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, the
It's like that
toast over here.
balsamic vinegar
Yes, and that's
tomato.
so, and the bacon jam on it, it's so good.
Yeah,
if you've never
balsamic
been to
vinegar.
Toast, you should go. It's in town. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Those Tuesdays.
Oh, good to
Tuesdays.
know. That's very good to know.
Yeah, but balsamic vinegar would be really good. Other sauces you could add hot sauce if you like more of
Yeah.
a spicy avocado toast, but
Yeah.
just about anything. Possibilities are endless.
Definitely. All right, well, let's get you samples. We've got some back here. Unfortunately, we cannot feed you fresh avocado, but what we have is kind of a take-home kit. So we have all 3 kinds of breads in here that you can sample, and then we have a mix of our spice. So you can take that home. And I do want to mention avocados are on sale at Safeway for 77
fries,
cents. No,
fries.
Safeway
Oh,
this week. It
Safeway?
changed today, yeah.
Oh.
So Safeway for sure. Fries may, but Safeway has on sale for 77 cents. So if you feel the need to get avocados on your way home to go with your toast, there you go.
Why can't you serve what you cooked today?
For legal reasons, unfortunately.
We can't serve fresh fruit or vegetables.
Oh, that
Or
would be
meats.
Like, that would have something to do with like permits and shit.
Yeah. yeah,
Since we're not
exactly.
like
a kitchen.
we're not like a industrial kitchen, commercial kitchen. So
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you guys for tuning in live on Instagram and Facebook.
And next month, we're doing a fun class about mocktail mixology. So please join us again next month on the 3rd, Wednesday at 3 p.m. And we're going to make some fun summer drinks.
Yeah.
So
Please come
join
back.
us.
Yeah.
And please come get a sample.
Yeah.